Alright guys, this is Ryan. We are back for the first part of our neural network class library building tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is just get the whole solution set up so we're ready to start building it. Okay. The game plan is that we're going to make excuse me, a console application whose sole purpose will be to instantiate our DLL, which will be the second project we're going to create as part of this solution. And that DLL will be the library that is the neural network library. Okay, so let's create a new project. We're going to build a class library, target whatever framework you like. Let's call the class library neural network. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in a folder called neural network tutorial, but you can put it wherever you like. All right, so I'll go ahead and say OK. That's that. Excuse me. So this class here is not the type that we're going to build. So I'm going to switch to, you can't see it, but the class view. We're going to go to our neural network. We're going to rename this class to backpropagation network. Okay. Go ahead and let it make the changes. Because in the namespace neural network, there could be different kinds. We're going to create a backpropagation network, and you see it here. Go to Solution Explorer. Class1.cs is not that useful, so let's call this neural network.cs. All right, and this is going to be building our DLL. In addition, we're going to add a new project, which will be a console application, and this we will call neural network tutorial app. Sounds good. Console application, say OK. You'll see it appears here. We can go ahead and leave it called program.cs. That is meaningless. Now, in this project, I need to be able to reference the DLL from here. So in references, I'm going to add reference. I got to there by right-clicking. Under the projects tab, it'll have a list of all projects that are in this solution. So select neural network, say OK. You'll see now it appears here. So now in my program.cs, which is my application, I can say using neural network. Okay, ta-da, and it references the DLL I'm going to build. And the final thing we need to do is right-click on Solution, go to Properties, and the startup project cannot be neural network. That's a DLL. It's not an application, so that's not going to run. So switch it to neural network tutorial app. OK? And then say OK. You'll see this is in bold. That means that application will run. Now, to go ahead and verify this, let's switch back to our backpropagation network class. And let's create just a dummy constructor, okay, to make sure we can instantiate it. Public backpropagation network. Doesn't take any parameters, and let's just say console.writeLine neural network exclamation point. Okay, so then let's go back to our program. Excuse me. In the main here, let's go ahead and create one. Backpropagation network bpn equals new backpropagation network, right? Console.readline, and just like that. So what we'll do is this should be linked to our neural network DLL. We should run it. This should instantiate our network, which will say neural networks, which means that it's linked correctly, and then this read line just forces me to press enter so the window doesn't disappear. Okay, so let's run it. Ta-da! Neural networks. Okay, so our project is ready to go. And that's how we're going to go about this. Okay, so in the next video, we will start developing the neural network library itself and go from there. See you soon.